women can build confidence, leadership, and influence in technology and in the cybersecurity spaces. And I'm excited to be joined by incredible speakers in this meeting, and I'm looking forward to a very insightful conversation. I have with me Dr. Jumoke Lua, and I have with me Funke Omolere, and I have with me Chinyere Chinekezi. Thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to a very insightful conversation today. Now, let's start with your journey into tech or cybersecurity, and what did that path look like for you? And I'm starting with Chinyere.
Wow, you're starting with me. That's quite interesting. Oh God. Hello everyone. Thank you for having me. Like she rightly mentioned, my name is Chinyere. I work in cybersecurity, mainly focusing on incident management, business continuity, and also behavioral management. My journey into tech started from a general IT background, but over time became more clearer and then started tending towards cybersecurity. But what really stood out for me was the issues that tends to come out from particularly we that are in the IT space, having some security issues, and then it's no longer we're talking about the IT side of it, probably the application. Now we're looking at the security issues, and that tends to turn my spirit to oh, what can I actually do in my space to make me more relevant? And that curiosity led me to building my skill through education and also learning and carrying out some hands-on experience. And that's what brought me where I am today. So that's a little story about me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Next, I would like Funke Omolere to share our journey into tech and cybersecurity space. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm seeing a note taker. I think, I don't know what happened. I'm trying to take that out. So I'll try if I can take it out. I usually have, so I'll just leave it for now. Seriously, I don't know. But yeah, thank you so much for having me. My name is Funke. My journey into cybersecurity, it's a non-traditional way. My background is in sociology. Now I'm in cybersecurity. I started with sociology. I've always wanted to do computer science, which I didn't. I started with computer science because I always tell people this story. And the reason why I usually say that is whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve it, irrespective of where you are or where you're coming from. So started with computer science. In my part two, I moved to sociology because I wasn't passing physics. So I moved to sociology, which that time I felt really bad, really like, am I doing the right thing? My friends are in computer engineering. I studied at University of OAU, Obafemi Awolowo University. My mates are in computer engineering, computer with economics. Then I'm moving to sociology. It felt like the end of the world. But I'm grateful for where I am right now. Then I started with project management, but coming to UK, that was like since 2012. My husband is always, I always say, is the person that helped me actually, is into tech. And he teaches people, he lectures people when it comes to, but I was focused more on project management. Then I started, seeing how people get jobs, on cybersecurity. And I was like, and he said, okay, you can do training, you can do this. I've always wanted to do it. Then I started doing training. So this was like 8-9 years ago. Then I did boot camp. I got interest in GRC. Then I started with ISO 27001. That was my main, that's how I entered. So implementing ISO 27001 for a company. Then I started liking GRC. So I've been in GRC space for the past 9 years, which I'm loving, I'm liking, and is, changing things. And yeah, that's basic when it comes to being in cybersecurity. That's just my kind of story.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And next is Dr. Jumoke Elua.
That was a brilliant one by Funke. Honestly, I'm so overgasted and flabbergasted. If that's acceptable, wow, that's a brilliant one. All right, when you now come to me, my journey into IT generally started with my father, my late father, that was buried last week. My father was the one that actually shaped our career in my home, all of us, all my siblings. Growing up, my father was so interested in spaces that were moving, maybe nursing, professional spaces, from nursing to medical doctor to, so he just put my path on computer science. So immediately I entered the university. For my first degree, I studied computer science. My second degree, I studied computer science, and I've always worked in the IT space, in the banking industry. So it wasn't something I chose because I didn't really know what it was all about. But the interest was so much when I got into that space that I knew that whatever I put my mind on to do, I can always achieve it, wherever the space may be. So I now made it a very intentional effort to excel in that space, which I did excel in that space. And I made sure that I made my father proud. I got to the top level of educational career that I actually wanted me to be. And by God's grace, in his lifetime, I acquired that PhD in computer science just for him and for myself, and also for self-actualization, and also to continue to drive me as I move on, because I love education so much. So when I now come to the IT space, when it comes to cybersecurity, a department was started in my former workplace in the financial institution. Fortunately, I was one of the people that pioneered that department, which was like a cybersecurity, that's a governance, risk, and compliance department of that bank, where we actually implemented the ISO 27001. I also implemented the ISO, I think 201 Business Continuity Management System, and ISO 2000, which is a service management system. So I was opportune to thrive in that space by virtue of what God has planned for me. It's not actually that I intended to do it. It was just like by chance. But that chance, I utilized the opportunity so well to my own advantage. So when it now comes to the GRC space, I love what I'm doing. When it comes to risk assessment, risk management, when it comes to governance, following all the frameworks, ISO and this framework, I'm loving what I'm doing so much. So to strengthen the security space, I think, yeah, I'm that's my journey. That's just my journey, to cut it short.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Jumoke. You're really glowing, GRC. I'm directing a question to you now. From a leadership perspective, what does digital confidence really mean for women in tech?
For women in tech, confidence is not about knowing everything because you can't know it all. And because things continue to change, the space we are is very dynamic. But what makes us to thrive or to have that confidence is just trust yourself that you can do it. When I had some mentees, I made them to understand that whatever you put your mind to do, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. So for you to have that digital confidence, just believe in yourself. Trust in yourself that you can do it. And also, when having conversations with people, just make yourself seen. Don't be at the background. Make yourself seen so that, yes, you can continue to build that confidence. It's a process. And also, you need to know something. It's not coming from a zero level. I'm saying that you don't need to know everything, but you need to know something. Because if you don't know, you won't even have that confidence to express yourself. But there are some people that really thrive. Even sometimes they don't know, but the way they will just go around things, we think they know everything. But for you to have that digital confidence, please, you need to know something and continue to build on what you know through researches and through being intentional now. You may start not being intentional. You may start from my own background of somebody just guiding me. But for you to now have that confidence, you must know something. You must know something, and you should be able to guide people in what you know and trust yourself that yes, I can do this. Then you build that confidence. You will be able to build that confidence. Let me just stop with that.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jumoke. I'm directing the next question to Funke. Now, how does this show up in the real work environment, digital confidence? How does it show up?
I mean, I think Dr. Jumoke said it all. Like, for women, we tend to, and I keep saying it, we know a lot, but we tend to just, take our time not to do, we like to just do our own thing. But when it comes to being confident in it, we tend to shift back. And one thing about being known, it's not about, oh yeah, you have to be out there. You're in a meeting, for example, you're working on a project, you've researched the project, you know the project. When men are talking, when people are talking, let your voice be heard also, because you know these things. People can talk over you, but you learn to speak out. I'm talking to myself also because I'm learning also when it comes to things like this. Because women, we tend to just hear what men say, because when men are talking, we listen. It doesn't mean you don't know that thing. You've done your research. Do your research when you're working on a project. Make sure you know what you're talking about. You have a meeting, let your voice be heard. Let them know you know what you're talking about. That is being confident. You have an idea, talk about it. It doesn't mean they will take it, but still say it. I have mentees I mentoring right now. We spoke about leadership, and I've forgotten the other one. But what that means is it's just like, how are you known in your organization? You see people, they do everything, they're working hard, but no one is seeing them. How can you be seen? Because when people see you, that's when they say, oh yeah, I know Funke, I worked with Funke, we worked on a project. But I wasn't the only one that worked on that project. But how did they know me? Is by being outspoken, being able to put my word out there. So it's something that we just need to learn, be intentional, like Dr. Jamaica said, be intentional about yourself, be intentional about putting yourself out there. But do your research, ready to learn. Sometimes people will tell you no, it's okay, but doesn't mean you can't be out there. So learn to speak up in meetings, learn to take that challenge, even though you haven't done it before. Yes, I'll do it. I'll work on it. So that's confidence for me. When you talk in meetings, take up the challenge that you feel like, no, I know I can't do it, but I'll work on it. I will learn, I will research, and I'll work on this thing. So you're just experimenting. And yeah, for me, I think that's how confidence builds. And what you know, say it out there. Sometimes when you say it, and your manager might even say, oh, Funke, you did well. That was a good one. And you'll be like, oh, and I didn't want to say anything, but you did. And they complimented you. And that's how people tend to know you. Because if you don't say anything, they don't know, but you know. And you now be thinking like, oh, that's what I wanted to say, but someone else said it. We're all thinking the same thing. Say it out. Because whatever you're thinking, 10,000 people are thinking the same thing. So why not say it out? You might make a mistake, but we're always afraid to make mistakes. I think women, we're perfectionists. We want everything to be 100% before we put it out there. But no, let's put it out there. We'll make mistakes, we'll learn from it. And that's how we keep building our confidence.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I like the part of we make mistake, we build back. Yeah. Thank you. So next to Chinyere, what has this looked like in your personal journey? Digital confidence in general.
So I think Dr. Jimmy and Funke have said it all. It's just about being comfortable in learning, asking the right questions, and also using technology without fear. It's okay to make mistakes, but it's not okay not to make mistakes because you wouldn't learn from it. So I think the confidence makes you say, I might not know it all, but I'll figure it out. So it all goes about being intentional, just like Dr. Jimmy said, and not giving up on your learning. It can be overwhelming sometimes, but being determined to not giving up on the learning is the most important. I think that's where the confidence comes in. Thank you.
Thank you. I still have one more question. Okay, please do.
I remember,
Yes,
I
please.
recall an experience I had when I was in my first semester of my PhD program. The very first course I did was research methodology, and they had already started the class. So, and this course, you need to speak. If you don't speak, you are not scoring any mark. So that was my very first day in that class. When the man asked a question, people were talking. What I wanted to say, like Funke said, somebody already said it. I said, oh, what would I say now? I did not speak. I left that class. I now called one of my mentors in Babcock University. I told him everything that happened. I said what I wanted to say. Somebody said, he said, what? So you did not speak in that class. You must speak in the class. Even if somebody has said it, you must always speak. So that stood out for me throughout that program, for me to know that no matter where you are, for you to be seen, you need to speak. Nobody will notice you when you just keep quiet. So I learned my lesson the hard way, but fortunately, I was able to retrace my step back and I was able to make it. So it's a lesson as we continue to move. You know, even as women, we need to speak up. Maybe there's a tradition in Africa that women don't speak, women are speaking. It's beyond the digital space. You need to speak, otherwise, it will not be seen. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I think I wanted to
Thank
also
you so
add,
much.
let me add to what Dr. Jimmy said. Sometimes we're trying to compare ourselves to other people. So my advice is stop comparing your beginning to someone else's middle, because you can actually tell where the person is coming from. Be very comfortable where you are and then build up on it. Don't compare. Don't seem to get overwhelmed with someone's qualification and the likes of it. Just ensure that you have the determination to go out there and learn it. Be around people who support your growth, because sometimes when you are not around people that can support your growth, they tend to kill your confidence. And that's the worst thing that can happen to anyone. So try and surround yourself with people that can help stir the spirit in you that wants to learn. And by so doing, you will just see yourself growing, and before you know it, you're everywhere. So that's what I wanted to add.
Thank you so much. I can see Jennifer Nina raising her hand up. Do you have a question for our speaker now, or would you like to wait till end of the session? Would you like to talk now?
Anyone is okay by me. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. You can take up the floor. Good evening.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. My question is in terms of confidence in digital space. And I want to believe that confidence is not just about this digital phase. It might be every other areas of our life. Then if you're always this person that is always trying to speak and express yourself, express your opinion, or maybe talk about whatever thing you have in mind, and you have people giving you the feeling that you're too much, like you're doing too much in an environment. Why are you always speaking? Why do you want us to know that this it must be done in your way, or you always have an answer to every whatever? So I just want to ask, how do you manage that feelings? Because there are positions you found yourself where you are always being outspoken, where you always want your voice to be heard, and people always want to make you feel like you're doing too much.
Okay, thank you. So which of our speakers would you like to answer that question, or do you want the three of them to answer? Which of them would you like to
okay, yes, let's actually.
Anyone is free to answer me. I appreciate that.
Okay, then. Thank you.
Okay, so I would say that it depends on the set of people you are in with. If you are in the midst of people that actually value what it means to learn, they will actually encourage you to speak up, because speaking up helps you to correct the known from the unknown. If you don't speak up, you won't know what is right or what is wrong. So I think it's a function of the people you are in with. So again, you don't want to also keep saying things that are not right. So the question will be, should you want to speak constructively in a way that it communicates a kind of an idea that somebody wants to resonate with? If you are always speaking something that wouldn't make a lot of senses, some people will tend to like, oh, and you just stop talking. But again, if it's in the midst of people that are very supportive, they won't see whatever you say as anything or nonsense. They want to reason with it and even help you align your thoughts. So I think it's a function of people you are with. But again, don't stop talking. Keep talking. Someone, somewhere, someday will see and hear you and see a reason to actually give you an answer to what you're asking for. That's what I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Let me just add a little to what Sisi said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when she mentioned something that is very critical. She said confidence is not only in the digital space. So just to expand a little bit, knowing when to speak matters a lot. When do you have to speak? The fact that we are women or even men does not mean that you have to speak all the time, but you need to know the right time to speak and the right thing to say, considering your audience. So knowing when to speak is very important. I'm sorry, I'm going to refer to my father again, just because she said it's not only in the digital space. In the political space, when my father gets up to speak, everybody listens to him. It's not because he's a Superman or anything, but whatever he speaks, you will want to hear him speak. Even when he's not speaking, they will go to him. They want to hear him speak. So what do we speak? What are you saying? What exactly are you saying? Does it apply to the audience at that time? Does it make sense to the audience at that time? So we need to know when to speak and when not to speak. It's very important, whether in our private lives or even in the digital space. Let us know when to speak. It's very important. Thank you.
Yeah, thank
you so
much.
much.
You, everyone. So I just had, even I'm sure Jennifer might be thinking, yes, sometimes I know when to speak and not to speak. There's still some people that when you speak, they'll still talk. They'll think your own is too much, but understand the setting. That is important. When you understand the setting you are, it only makes sense. There's some settings that when people are talking and you're like, no, if you say something, it does not make sense. You won't say anything. But when it's, at work, this is my own thing. Yeah, I will talk irrespective of whoever says something, because this is my job. Yeah. This is my work. If you're outside work and this is probably your friend, you're just talking and you feel like what they're saying does not make sense, even if you say something, they might not even take it. Then you just listen. You listen to them. But when you think, okay, I need to voice myself out here, then you talk about it. So that's what I would say. You just understand the setting you are. Then with that, wisdom, you just use that.
Thank you so much. So I have a question for Chinyere. What challenges did you face starting out, and how did you navigate those challenges?
To be honest, the challenges has to do with, firstly, security is very broad. And so trying to find the space that actually fits in my interest was a bit of a challenge. So I needed to understand where my strength lies and how I could actually play so well in that space. And so it was difficult. I had so much idea in my head because if we're talking about information security, oh, I have an idea in that, so I can do it. And then when you talk about digital forensic, oh, fantastic, I can do it. If you talk about incident management, I'm there. So I have idea of everything. Now, where do I even focus my strength? So, and that's where the place of mentorship comes in. So it was a lot of challenge. And again, in this space, you hardly for some persons, you do have some persons that believe in what you're doing, and so they will want to help you solve the problem by actually engaging you the more to finding out what interests you the most and how they can help you. In my own instance, I'm a very quiet person, so I do more of watching than speaking. So I always speak in the midst of people I'm comfortable with. So it was a very big challenge for me to own up to telling people this is what the challenge is. And I think one of the times I've gone to reach out to some people, say, this is the problem I'm going through. Do you think I'm doing something wrong, or what am I doing right? And I think that has helped. The challenge is not being able to speak up. When you don't speak, you tend to struggle with that self-doubt, especially when you want to compare yourself to people who already have more experience. So I think the challenge was around confusion and not knowing how best to start. That was one of the challenges I did experience.
Thank you so much. Then, Funke, what challenges do you see women face in the industry today?
I mean, we've talked about confidence. That's one of the biggest challenge. Then the other one is I'll call this soft skills, which when it comes to women, the only thing I see mostly is the confidence, and also not believing in yourself that you can do this. It still boils down to confidence. But another thing is we tend to forget about the soft skills, stakeholders engagement, communication. So these are little skills that we tend to forget because we'll need it. People that are just entering cybersecurity, IT, we're so much focused on, oh yeah, I need to pass this exam, I need to do this, but we tend to forget the little things, because when you enter organizations, you deal with different people, you communicate with different people. And when Chinwe was talking about challenges, this was one of my first challenges entering cybersecurity: communication, stakeholders engagement, because they're subtle. The things that you think you know, but the skills that everybody should learn aside you knowing your thing, because it would help you in an organization. So I would say soft skills, then also aside from being confident, then also in terms of challenge would be being the woman in the room. You want to be heard, you know. When they're calling leaders, women are still, if you look at the percentage, we're still not there yet. We're getting there, but we're still not there yet. We want to be there, but we still have more men than women. And that's where confidence will really help us to be, to put ourselves, to push ourselves there. When we start believing in ourselves and we start creating spaces more for ourselves. So that's the challenge I see there. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Then to Dr. Jumoke, how can women navigate these things at a leadership level?
Yeah, I think I want to add a point to what Funke said, maybe just to bring it out a little bit, which is like visibility. She said it, but I'm just using the word visible. We are not visible. We are underrepresented. Nobody is seeing women. When you look at the ratio of men to women, even in tech, not to talk of cybersecurity, the gap is so wide. So how do we navigate these challenges? Is to keep speaking, to keep updating our knowledge base, so that when we are speaking from an informed point of view, then we'll be able to speak with confidence. If we are not speaking from an informed point of view, management cannot even take decision, because that confidence that we have in the knowledge that we've already acquired will give us the confidence to be able to meet leadership in our organizations, speak to them about what we've got, and that will make management to even have confidence in us, not just management, even the customers that the organization serves. And once management has seen that, oh, this woman is doing so well, definitely we are coming up already. So women, we need to improve our knowledge base. We need to keep learning, keep learning, adding to whatever we've got, so that we can have a voice to speak. When we speak, we will be heard and we will be seen. In that way, we can, navigate. And another thing is, women sometimes, I don't know if I should say that we are our enemy. I don't know if I should say that. But I've seen so many organizations also bringing up women now. You see women in cybersecurity, you see cyber girls, you see Cyberguard Lounge, you see so many organizations coming up with training women, because they are trying to bridge the gap between men and women in the tech space. So it's actually helping. So things around that spaces can help us to bridge that gap and make us seen and make women heard. But it's just that sometimes we don't like to make ourselves grow, which is not good. So we need to have a mindset shift, a drastic one, so that we can bring our little girls, or even, I don't know if I should call them little girls, the upcoming generation, we need to bring them up to speed, to that level, so that we can bridge that gap and we will be seen and we'll be heard and we'll get to that level where we ought to be as women. This is how they do it. Equality. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dumope. So women, we need to position ourselves well in the society, and we need to also do all the things we need to do to grow well, so that we'll be able to have that digital confidence. Because when you have the soft skill, like Funke said, and all the other things, then we'll have more confidence to be able to deal with people, to be able to talk confidently and all that. Thank you so much. So I have a question for all three of you. What is one practical step a woman can take this week to grow in tech or cyber security? I'll start with Funke first, then Dr. Jumoke and Chiyeri. Thank you.
What was the question? What is one tactical steps? Is that what
yes, that a woman can take this week to grow in tech or cyber security?
I mean, it's something we've been talking about. Research more. Go out there. We own it. Like, own your journey. Own your whatever it is you're doing. Don't look down on yourself. Just believe in yourself. That's the first thing. Believe in yourself. Because when you believe in yourself, the people will believe in you. When you're talking, talk with confidence, because this is your space. So nobody should tell you otherwise. But you can only do that by learning, unlearning, and relearning. Because we can't have that confidence and we're so complacent. We can't be. We have to make sure we'll keep learning, because it's unending. Cybersecurity, technology, it keeps evolving. What is going on out there? What do I need to know? What do I need to learn? Like the way I am right now, I'm always learning. Seriously, I'm always learning what is out there right now. We're talking about AI. AI is not even ChatGPT. You have processes right now. What exactly are you doing with that process? How can we make it better? That is where everywhere things are going right now. Before we know it, we start talking about quantum computing. But the idea is you need to start, do your research, understand what is going on out there. Don't be complacent. Don't be obsolete like old laptops. You want to understand what is going. Be informed is so key. Be informed, to know what is going on. When you're informed, you have that. When you're conversing with people, they know what you're talking about. You don't want people to be talking and wondering, are you sure you're in cybersecurity? You don't want to doubt yourself. So I would say, know your environment, know your area, know your stuff, and thrive. Don't let people tell you otherwise.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jumoke.
All right. I'm just going to be building on what Funke has said. Number one, be intentional about what you want to do. What do you want to do? Be intentional and plan what you want to do. Planning is very important. Even if you look at all the frameworks that we've got when it comes to cybersecurity, planning is one of the phases. Even in life, when you look at project management, planning is one of the phases. That means that you have to plan, know what you want to do, be intentional about it, have like a roadmap. Even organizations have roadmaps of what they want to do and how they want to achieve it. So it's very important to have a goal, have a plan on how you want to achieve that goal. How do you get to that goal? How do you get to achieve that goal? Build a roadmap so that you'll be able to achieve what you want to achieve. Also, you may need to have a mentor and a community. Cyberguard Lounge is there for you. We do trainings all the time. We have training we provide for, we have mentees as well. Currently, we have a cybersecurity training currently going on. We have participants that have registered. So you can come to our community because you need a mentor. You need a community where you can thrive, where we can guide you. Is it in updating your CV? Is it in reviewing your LinkedIn profile? All that will help you as you journey in cybersecurity. And we'll also provide you with the basic training that you need to navigate, even to start. And we will hold your hands as you move on this journey to cybersecurity so that you get to the level that you want to be. When I'm talking, I always like to refer to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It comes on my head all the time because I did a program in education. So when you are intentional, you'll be able to navigate from that first level to a self-actualization on that pyramid. So where do you want to be? See yourself on the highest top of the echelon of that pyramid where you can achieve your goal. Cyberguard Lounge is there to hold your hands as we journey in cybersecurity. Please register with us. Those are some of the things that can help you as you move on in your journey in cybersecurity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Thierry.
That was just a lot of things to actually take in. Like Funke and Dr. Jimmy have said, do not just learn, try to apply what you've learned. And again, one thing I would also want to say is that don't wait until you are ready before you take the opportunity. Take steps, because if you want to get ready before taking that step, it might be too late. And most importantly, be patient with yourself. Growth actually takes time. No person gives birth and the child starts working immediately. It actually takes time. So be patient with yourself and then consistently learn. Don't give up on your learning. It's only when you learn that you know. If you don't learn, you won't know. So my advice is be intentional about your growth. Be intentional and don't stop talking. Don't stop talking. Don't stop telling everyone your interests and what you would like to build yourself in. Some will listen, some won't listen. But what matters the most is that you know what you want and you are speaking to that. What you speak to life comes to reality, but what you don't speak might not come to life. So learn to say what you feel is the most appropriate for you and stand by it. Don't be scared. It's okay not to know, but it's not okay not to make attempts to know what you intend to know. So that would be my advice for anyone trying to get into tech. Be intentional. Do not just learn. Apply what you learn. And then don't give up on your learning. Be patient with yourself. We'll definitely get there. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I would like to ask, does Jennifer or Chinwe has any question for our speakers? Okay, so if there's no question, I have a question. Chinwe has a question. You can go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. I really don't have a question. I just thought to say thank you for organizing the program. It's good to be here. I got to know about it from the LinkedIn page, and I thought to just come in and refresh my mind because I was in cybersecurity, but currently I don't have a role in that space, and I'm looking to return. So
Okay.
attending like this helps to keep my mind, abreast and ensuring that I'm still on the right track, chasing what I need to chase. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So I have a question for our speaker. What is one thing beginners often get wrong when entering into tech? So I'll start with Chinwe, Dr. Jumoke, and Funke.
It's about wanting to learn everything at once. Every area interests you. So you want to take in as much as you want to, but it doesn't work that way. Take in one thing, get to know what it is, be an expert in it, and then run with it.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jumoke.
Yes, trust the process. It's just the
process.
process, and trust that process, because you cannot fly when you have not started walking. When you have not started crawling, you want to walk. Trust that process as you start and keep learning. Trust the process of growth, and don't compare yourself with other people. Like I've seen it everywhere, and I'm sure maybe everybody is aware. The only person you can compare yourself with is yourself. Where was I yesterday? Where am I today? Where do I want to? Just keep comparing yourself and ensure that you are adding value to yourself. Like Chinwe, I'm encouraging you. It's not everyone that is in cybersecurity space that has got that job. But what you need to do is keep updating yourself, so that by the time that job comes or that role comes, you will be able to add value to that organization. So anybody that is starting now, please trust the process. Don't make that mistake of wanting to start because if you go on LinkedIn or you go on Facebook, you will see earn 120,000, in 1 month or in 1 year. Those things they are not real, man. They are not real. So please, let's be where we are supposed to be and keep updating yourself until you get to where you want to be. Don't jump the goalpost. I don't know. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so for me is information overload. A lot of people that are looking to go into cyber or IT is they're kind of like everywhere. They want to learn everything at the same time. So you're going from one cybersecurity training to the other. Oh, AI is the next thing. This GS is the next thing. They're just jumping on so that's the biggest mistake ever. I know someone talked about mentorship. Someone talked about get a mentor, because the mistake people make is they're confused already. They've not started, but they're everywhere. You're jumping from one training to the other. Focus on one thing and go for them. Build. It's a process. If not, information overload is the biggest mistake. People go from LinkedIn to Instagram. You're always everywhere. At the end of the day, give them 3 months and you'll be wondering, what exactly have you actually learned? You have a roadmap for yourself. What exactly am I looking for? So I would say the mistake people make is just not understanding where to even begin. But when you see a training provider, you see something that you actually want, then start from there. It's a process. Then just go, follow through. Thank you.
One thing I want to just add to what Funke said is the fact that sometimes there's some, like LinkedIn, for instance, when you look at some people's profile, they are always posting about some things. You can get scared, like, oh, when will I get to this person's
Pressure.
The pressure of starting, and sincerely, some of them are not real because AI has made life very easy. Everybody is a good writer, and so they can tell their story very well. So you keep saying, it's like I've not even started. It's like I'm not good enough. Who says you're not good enough? Like I used to tell some of our mentors, our mentees, tell your story in a way that it resonates with you the most. Don't care about the other person. If for somebody else tells your story, there'll be some missing link. But if you tell your story, you will tell everything. So pick up yourself and keep going. No matter what the noises are, focus on where you're going. And also know that you are an expert in your space. So don't see other person's certifications and the likes of it as a threat to you. No, it's not. But what you have taken in as a person makes you the greatest, not the certifications, not all those things you see on LinkedIn. Some of them are not real. So be focused, pick up one skill. And again, one last thing I will also say is try to evaluate yourself to know your area of strength. Where does your strength lies? When you actually find yourself in your area of strength, you don't tend to struggle the most because even when it's overwhelming, you love doing what you're doing. And so you won't tend to see the pressure. But when you get into a space where you are not familiar with, there'll be a lot of struggle. So don't do that to yourself. Take some time and look at yourself from end to end. Where's my strength? And how can I build it to the extent that it makes me very comfortable in doing anything I want to do? And then speak to those things. Tell yourself some affirmative things, how great you are in this. I think that will help you to become the best of yourself. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't know if I should become Oliver Twist, because I still want to ask question again that what is one thing every woman here should live with today? I know you've said a lot, but I still want you to tell me.
Jennifer was actually raising her hand up. Jennifer was raising her hand up. I think let us speak.
Jennifer, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I don't have a question. I just want to say thank you very much for this program. Just like Chinwe said, I also saw it on LinkedIn. Then I decided to apply. So the knowledge I got here this evening is very okay by me, especially the encouragement part of it. Like, being in cybersecurity space where it's as if you're not doing anything, you watch people's LinkedIn profile. Sometimes it makes you doubt yourself, like you're not doing enough. But listening to this encouragement this evening, it actually made me understand that I'm actually doing well in my own path, even though I might not be where I want to be right now. So I want to say thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you too. So Oliver, twist me, please. What is one thing every woman here should live with today as your closing line, please? Thank you. So I'll start with Dr. Jumoke.
Okay, I would say be intentional and trust the process. Thank you.
Thank you. Funke?
I say be confident and do what works for you. Be confident.
Thank you so much. Chinyere?
I would say stay consistent, keep learning, and keep showing up.
Thank you so much. Thank you to our speakers for such an insightful conversation and to everyone who joined us. Now, this conversation doesn't end here. We need to continue to learn, to grow, and showing up. Happy International Women's Month. So thank you so much. This meeting is closing now. Thank you.
Thank you, Cyberguard Lounge, for this wonderful section.
Thank you, Cyberguard Lounge. Thank you. And Dr. Jumoke Ilua is one of the co-founders of Cyberguard Lounge. And before we finally put the curtain to a close, I would like her to just say something for 1 minute to everyone from Cyberguard Lounge. Thank you, Dr. Jumoke.
Please, you need to register for our session. Register. We train minds and future generation about cybersecurity. If you register with us, one of our core values is excellence. We deliver excellent training, led by expert trainers, and you will never miss it. You will never regret ever registering with us. We have done free training, free webinars in the past, but right now is monetized. Please register with us. You will get value for your money. Just trust the process. Thank you. Cyberguard Lounge.
Thank you
for you. Our LinkedIn page, like, join us, go to our Facebook, do what you have to do. Be intentional.
Thank you, everyone.
Growth. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Chinwe. And also follow our podcast on YouTube and on Spotify, Security Unpacked, and our newsletter as well, Security Unpacked, on LinkedIn. I'm sure you're going to learn a lot. And the podcast will teach you a whole lot of things, topics, and everything that I'm sure would align with you and to make you more knowledgeable, more confident in the digital space, and even beyond the digital space. Thank you, everyone. And thank you to our incredible speakers. I love you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. God
Thank
bless
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye.